And we're live. Welcome everybody. How's it going? Judges, how are you guys?
Pretty good, pretty good.
So usually what I do before we start the show, I introduce everybody. Why don't we do this time the opposite? You guys introduce yourself. And we'll start with Fabian.
All right, my name is Fabio Palvelli. I'm an Italian 3D artist who does daily renders and visualizations for concerts and stuff. And yeah, that's about it. I'm 22 years old.
God, I hate you for being so young. Dorka, you next.
Okay, so I work at Steel Blue, which is a company in San Francisco, California. I used to work at Zoa also as an, architectural visualization company. I think I've been working in this field for a bit over 5 years now. So I'm pretty new. You can say that. Everyone is always surprised that I'm kind of young. I'm not 22 though. I'm jealous about that too. I'm 28. So there you go.
You're still in a good position, Dorka. Sabrina, you're up
Yeah,
next.
I'm not.
I'm Sabrina Suppa. I'm Italian also. I'm a 3D character artist and I'm working freelance at the moment. And I started with 3D actually in 2017. So I think I'm the last who started. I will join a video game company like in 1 week in UK. But since this situation, I will be working remote from here, from Italy at the moment.
That's amazing. And last, my co-host, friends of many adventures, winner and loser of the same battles, Mr. Jason Bergeron. I don't know, I'm just trying to be poetic.
Yeah, what do I get to say? I guess everybody's watching it knows who I am, so I'm not going to say very much except that I am the grandpa of this group. I have to say now, hearing 28 and 20. What'd you say, Fabian? 23?
Yeah, 22.
22. Sabrina, I'm not going to ask how old you are if you didn't say. 27. Okay. So yeah, I'm the grandpa here.
I am 26.
I have
Sure.
to say what is amazing to me is that I started doing 3D maybe, it's been 20 years ago or something. I think the first time I started playing around with it. And all of you are better than me. That's what I wanted to say. So congratulations. Man, it doesn't take 20 years.
I can feel the pain, Jason. I can feel the pain.
No, but it's amazing. Anyway, you guys do amazing work, and we're super happy to have you guys. So.
Let me just ask those from home, where are you watching this from? Because I'm just curious to know who are the people watching this kind of shows watching from. Just as a personal curiosity, write it in the comments so that I can have an idea. Anyway, this week we had the Lego Challenge. I have to say, I'm very surprised of the work that was done because of the every week it seems like the ability of the artists that are submitting their work is getting better and better, especially at storytelling. And now with the Legos, that it's very easy to build your own story, this challenge went nuts, and I've seen things that were incredibly good. And I can tell you guys that you selected 27 images altogether. So we will have 27 images to go through. So brace yourself, because it's going to be a long journey. Clear your schedules. And
let's flush 13 right off the bat. No, 17.
17. Yeah. And also, I want to say thank you to Depositphotos, which is the sponsors of this week. They've given us around $2,200 of prizes to give away to the main 3 qualifiers. So, I hope that the work that you guys have done will be worth at the end of this show. Judges, are you ready? Maybe we can go with a small slideshow of all the works that were done. What do you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Let's do that. So let me do a quick slideshow.
And just to remind everybody out there who's watching, we were actually just talking about this before we went live, that there really aren't any rules for this competitions, except the simple rules of one image per scene or idea. That's basically it, isn't it? I mean, that's like the only rule.
You know, I always get people very mad contacting me and saying, yeah, but the work of that person didn't respect this rule. And I'm like, okay, I get it, but this is an art challenge. I think that a real artist needs to be able to break rules whenever there is a chance to break rules that don't get you in trouble, if that makes any sense. And so...
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know, you know, it's like... the reason why I make these challenges is because when you work with a client, the client says, no, respect all the rules. Here, I'm being the best client that you can possibly have. Have a little bit of fun with it, you know?
But what rules, what kind of rules are you talking about? Because, I mean, what rules are there to break?
It was in the past. I don't know, like other challenges that we did. Now I cannot even remember. But anyway.
I think I remember we talked about this once during the wrap-up of one of the competitions that we did. But I can't remember which one it was either.
A couple of people were asking...
I broke a rule with the Star Wars one.
No,
I think I broke a rule with the Star Wars one because I made a render and was the judge. So I don't think that was...
But you didn't win, so we aren't. There's no rules, but it's not complete lawlessness here. Okay, it's not like the Wild West.
But you know, the thing is that now I forgot what I wanted to say. Now I'm just reading the comments of all the people: Turkey, Argentina, Mexico, somebody from the Netherlands, Bologna, beautiful city, Bologna, Turkey. Oh my God, this is amazing. Mexico. There's somebody writing from Mars. I think it might be the first 3D artist. Somebody from Budapest, Spain, Berlin, Egypt, Vietnam. That's amazing. Okay. That's amazing. A beautiful round of hand for you guys for watching this. I guess that if you're watching from, I don't know, Mexico, it's probably, what, 8, 9 in the morning? Actually, Dorka, you're
early in the morning.
Yeah,
I know.
You're doing this from San Francisco. What time is it there?
It's 8 in the morning. It's fine.
Oh, ouch.
And Monday is just about to start.
This
After I finish this call, I'll have to start working too. It's gonna be good.
So more people. Cape Verde, Paris, Chile, Portugal. That's amazing. That's really amazing. But anyway, guys, I'm not paying attention to the artworks because I was going through the comments. If we start looping, tell me and I stop.
It's going in order by alphabetical order, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I guess so.
Because I have it up. I have it all on my screen too, just to double check stuff. Because I have to keep track of it. So I'll tell you.
I'm gonna share my screen with you guys in a minute, so that you'll be able to see the pictures in real time, and not with the lag.
Is the connection better than now than the last time, Fabio?
With you, yeah, it's perfect. Like I would gladly like exchange my connection for your connection.
Now, yeah, but you wouldn't want my old one.
Did you get an updated connection?
Yeah, I have
good.
I have like 20 times the speed now. Finally.
That's amazing. My God, these works are so beautiful, really.
Yeah. And some of them, like, I was like, I think 1 or 2, I thought like they were actually taken inside of an actual Lego model because they look like so realistic, like just like the Lego movie did.
I think we're looping already.
No, not quite.
No, not quite. No.
This
2
one
more
is
images.
the first one.
Yeah.
2 more.
Oh, because you're watching sorry.
Oh yeah, it's probably delayed. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, if you saw it, then yeah.
Then let me share my screen with you guys. Share it, and I'll bring this guy down here so I cannot really see the comments anymore. Beautiful. So these are the 27 images that you guys have chosen. I'm gonna go through each one of them and name the artist, so to give them a little shout out. There is this one from Kelvin Chai. Then there is Abdullah Alala, Alberto Pavan.
Hold on, Fabio. Can you hold on just a second?
Yes.
I want to mark these so I know, so I have the ones we have. Okay. Sorry.
It's in the same folder that I sent you before.
No, it's okay. I do it here. It's easier.
Then we
Are
got...
you going to go through each image or just these are the 27 finalists
Yes,
or what?
these are the 27 files. So Alberto Ramirez, we got Ale Kotsis, who is watching from home. And then Alexander van de Vatten, I think, is the Belgian guy, right? Fred Daniel, Christian Rivera.
Are these the finalists
But
or are you
this is
going
the
through all
old-
images?
It's,
The
it's all of
27th.
them, I think.
The 27th
No, you're
that you have chosen.
Oh, really? Okay. Because it's like exactly the same order of the
It's
all of
exactly
them.
the same
Oh.
order that has all of them.
You're go
Which is- I think
you
it's
weren't
all
on the
of them.
best ones. You were on the
Hold on. Let me do this again. So best ones. There we go. So
now you got it. Yeah.
Kelvin Chai, sorry, thank you for pointing it out, Jason, if I made a mistake. Then Abdullah Alala, Ale Kotsis.
Is it just me that your screen share is lagging a lot? Maybe it's just my internet connection.
Do you want me to go a little bit slower?
I don't know. I'm just asking if everybody else has the same problem because I don't see the images when you say the names.
Okay.
No, I don't have problem.
No,
Okay,
I
Okay,
Then
then it's
then I'll
my
do it a
internet
little bit-
connection.
I'll do it a
It's
little
good.
bit slower, okay? Then we got Dario Pinat, Mello Mesher, Dennis Brun, Francesco Loro, Gregorio Flores Mendieta, Hector Diaz, Franco Di Tirro. Dorca, let me know if I'm running too fast.
I think it's okay.
We got
I
Maria
hope it's
Vittoria.
okay.
We got Maria Vittoria Porro. This made me laugh so hard. This.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Then we
Funny
got
one.
Irma Butita, Jaime Diaz Alvarez, Barbara Fumarola, Bernardo. Is it Arrojo or Arroyo? Arroyo.
I think Arroyo.
Martin Dimitrov, Mark Gruber-Locks. Hey, Mark, what's up? He loves working with, Mark loves
Yeah,
working
he's
with
a-
Legos.
He's like probably the most experienced in the whole group for sure.
Then
Actually,
we
the fun thing is I have a really good friend called Max Gruber, who is also a super Lego fanatic.
Then
It's
we
almost
got
the same name too.
Marcos Artoretto, Nancy Moreno, Paul Lupon, Eder Rosas.
That's a big surprise.
Which one?
Poll.
Oh,
The poll's in there. Oh my god. Every week.
And then we got Eder Rosas, Stefano Darko, David Guardado, Nicolo Brovelli, Victor Hernandez, Mark again with another work, Vittorio Bonapace, and that's it. So the idea was to make one picture per artwork, meaning if you did more than one project, then you could submit one more render. That's basically the way we usually do it. Now, what I'll do, I'll make a new folder and call this best 10. I'll copy all of these files, put them here, and now we got the job of having to delete 17 images.
Well, aren't we going to go through them
Are we
first?
gonna talk about the images first?
Yes.
Just a bit.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Of course.
Delete them.
I see. Dorka is really eager to do that. Ah. All right. So this is the time that you guys talk about the reasons why you might have picked this image or what it is that you liked about it. Go.
So I'm going to start off and just say to you three that I will jump in if it's quiet. So I want you guys to talk.
Understood.
But I will be fast if you guys don't say anything, so there's no like empty space. So I want you guys to talk. So somebody jump in. All right.
Okay, I can jump in. I really like the setting of this one. I like the wet paving though. For me, I think it was the puddle, like the size of it and everything seems just a bit out of scale, even with the Legos. So I had a hard time, like, is it like a very bumpy road or something? I kind of felt that I focused more on the size of the bumps in the concrete than on the Lego story, because somehow they are not as strong, the presence of them in the image. I don't know why that is, but for me, when I look at it, my first impression is just, whoa, a lot of concrete.
Dorka,
and maybe not as much focus.
You obviously have never been to Napoli, where we made
Okay.
the holes in the street. They're places of historical importance.
Understood. Really nice. I love the colors of it, and I love the wet paving atmosphere, but I like the paving much more in the blurry top part than what we see in the foreground, and I guess that's not what the goal of the image would be, to focus on the blurred top parts of it.
Yeah, I agree on that.
I like the overall mood and the colors, but the importance of the Lego pieces are a bit shady.
Yeah, I agree on that. I think the setting and everything looks amazing. I think also the details on the road are great. Also in the background on the sidewalk and stuff. But yeah, like you both said, the focus is not clearly on the Lego on this one, I think.
I also think that it's the wrong somebody wrote this just now what I was going to say, this that the camera's in the wrong place, and I totally agree. Like in these kind of shots, it should be the opposite. Like the scale of the real world should be almost like you can't figure out what it is. Like you should be at the scale of the Lego, viewing this Lego guy fishing with the dog next to him or something, and then you're trying to figure out where he is, and then you'll realize because of some other detail where he is actually, that he's actually in the real world fishing in a hole in the street. And I think that would have been probably a better choice for like it's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, or something.
Maybe what would have worked better is if he used a higher focal length, so it's like more like the same height, but more focused on the actual Lego pieces. So it looks like you
but
just
the idea itself is really cool. Like now that I'm actually looking at the tiny dog, because I didn't spot that tiny dog, like it just didn't get my attention earlier. It's such a nice story to have that fishing guy there. It's just getting lost with all the environment.
Yeah.
Guys, let me try and move forward because I want to give a couple of minutes per picture. If we do that, within 50 minutes, we should be able to give feedback to everybody. It's just math. Mm-hmm. So let me move forward because we've been going on already for 3 minutes on this one.
Yeah, I'll also say that I'm purposely not going to talk on every image. So you guys go.
All right. I really like this one, especially because of the colors. Like I think those like very subtle orange, yellow kind of colors, it makes it look very like moody, if that makes sense. I really like the idea on that one.
Yeah, it gives also a sense of realism, like all the it breaks the realism, just the face of the Lego guy, but all around with the colors and the texturing, it's a nice realistic mood.
Interesting that you would say that, because one of the problems that I had with this image, that I had a hard time finding the balance between reality and the Lego. Like some parts of it is trying to be made of Lego and just simply following the rules of Lego, but the other parts are perfectly realistic as the trees and the house itself. So for me, that was a bit of like a hard, harmony between or not really cohesive of why that is what made like that, especially with the garage door. It felt so out of place for me with the wood texture and everything. And like, I don't know. And so for me, I like the colors that you pointed out. I kind of like the story as well, and it's just a simple story of a garage car and guy that's very, everyday. And it would be really funny to see like that everyday scene turned into whole Lego, like all of it. Because right now for me it's falling somewhere in between.
Can I just say
Dorka?
something in defense of like Abdullah? I think this was a very smart way to recycle an old scene with a Lego. And, like props, because he probably might have never rendered the Lego if it wasn't for this challenge. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Guys.
Yeah, Fabio, I totally agree. And I'm going to say something generally. No, you can go ahead to the next one. I'm going to say something generally that I actually didn't want to talk on each image, but generally, because of what Dorka just said, I felt the same way when I was looking at these images, that for me, it was a little bit strange to see Legos in like really realistic scenery at the scale that they were at. So, that doesn't mean that it's wrong or anything, but for me, I was always looking for something like, what's the story? I think it would have been funny to flip it around in a way, like maybe there was like actual scene with people, and then there was somebody did one with a hand coming down, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you'd like flipped it and made the hand like Lego, and the people were real, like. But what I mean is the scale was always important in my head when I was looking at them.
Yeah.
Guys, forgive me. Let's look at this image.
Yeah, I really like this one, especially the fish eye lens, like which is you always see those kind of lenses when you watch like festival footage or something like that. It's I really like this idea, especially that it's not the beautiful weather, which I personally love when I'm on a festival and it's like starting to rain a little bit. It's kind of a really cool setting for myself, and I really like the idea in this one. And also, obviously, the execution is very good.
Can someone educate me about the flags and the scene that we see at the concert? I had a hard time reading that.
He wrote about it when he posted it, that the band was very important to him and that he saw them play, I think, right? Or he watched this concert after the fact in Brazil or something. I think that was...
Okay.
He's in the comments, so he can probably say something about
it.
I think
I'll read up on it.
Rush
it's a real band.
It's a Canadian band, right?
Rush, yeah. So I think that's why the flags, Canadian flags and the Brazilian, yeah.
Understood.
Okay.
Just for me, they are placed in such an important part of the image, and I couldn't find a connection of what's going on. But it's probably my lack of knowledge about the band that's on the stage.
Well, I'm gonna look at. I wouldn't have been able to figure that out either, except he specifically posted why, the reasoning when he posted it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really like the crowd in front of us. It just looks really natural and so good, even though that they are from Legos. Somehow that's the concert atmosphere, especially the guy who's turning back towards the camera with a smile on in the right corner. that face just sells it all. And it's really cool, but I kind of felt like that whatever is on stage is very hard to read. Like we're focusing in the middle and all I see is the dragon image. It's even really hard to spot like the musicians. And I was wondering if it was like a concert setting. That's why I asked about the flags, that maybe some sort of storytelling of what's happening on the stage could be a bit better accented. That's my comment to it. I like the mood though. I like the rainy, cloudy atmosphere, and I like the crowd and the hairdos.
I like the security guards. You see them?
There's only one thing that I saw. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just asking. I don't even see the security guard.
Yeah, there's a guy with the glasses here.
As it turns out.
I was just about to say there's like just only one thing that bothers me a little bit about the scene, and that is like the TV screens on each side show a different background than the scene has.
I think that's also because the guys, Ali said that this was, his Rush was he's a drummer as well, and so Rush was a big influence for him, and it was also a tribute to the guy. I think he died recently.
Oh, so those on the screen, that's a real image. Oh, I get it. Okay,
I think so. I think it's an image of the drummer.
Okay. Yeah.
Guys,
makes
forgive
sense.
me.
The real
I
guy,
need to move forward. We've been 4 minutes on this one.
If nothing else, he got us talking.
Jump.
It is a little bit difficult because the people, if you haven't seen the people posting it in the D2 community and explaining it or on their feed or whatever,
Yes.
you might not know what the reason is now.
I actually
I
recommend.
actually missed those.
I actually recommend
I
the artists.
did not have. Sorry.
I was saying I actually recommend the artists to post on the work in progress on the D2 community page, simply because when we have a little bit of time, we spend some time looking at the images, trying to understand them a little bit more. I think it's a great exercise, for you to post your work in progress, also to see a little bit if there is any feedback from the community itself, so that you can improve your work when you then post your final one. But anyway,
I wonder how much those introductions change our, perception of the image. Right now, I couldn't check the DT community page because I had no internet for 4 days, and I missed all of those. I couldn't catch up this morning. We were on a camping trip and we just arrived back. So right now, I'm looking at everything with a fresh eye. I haven't seen any of the comments or introductions of the images, and I think that makes me view them a bit differently because I don't know the context. So all I'm looking at is the image and trying to get the message from the image itself without any introduction.
I think that's how it should be, though.
Yeah, I think so too. But it's hard to Go ahead.
From the perspective of the artist making the image, that's what that's what you should do when you make an image. You shouldn't have to explain it. The explanation is just secondary. In my opinion. I was just giving you the information because you were asking about it, and
yeah.
But I think that it should be self-explanatory.
yes,
Otherwise, it's not successful.
yeah, it's
I agree.
So going back to this image, the color palette I think is amazing. I couldn't figure out the extra layer of message or story here. I know Star Wars is a very famous topic, and there was a render challenge about it, I remember. But I just couldn't figure out why it was connected to Lego, or what's the extra something that was added to it because of this challenge. So that's my question with this one. But the whole scene and the atmosphere, that's exactly right now how San Francisco looks. It's very realistic, the fog and everything. It's just really cool. And I like how the characters are placed. I'm just having a hard time finding that extra message that I usually look for in images.
Now
I totally agree. Yeah.
the Lego have been very big in with Star Wars. I think that this was one of the things that actually relaunched Lego as a brand when they started to make Star Wars and Marvel movies, themes, the Batman, all that kind of stuff. That put Lego back on the map. And Star Wars, it's actually one of their biggest franchise. You can buy the Millennium Falcon. I think it costs 1,000 euros.
600, yeah.
600.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And takes you 2 years to put it together.
Yeah.
500,000 pieces. I don't know.
That's a lot.
Guys,
Anybody has any impression about this image? No one said anything besides me that the colors are cool.
Well, I agree with you, Dorka. I personally, just saying right at the beginning, I actually don't really like the mix of real world nature and the scale of the Lego being the same size as them, because it's why? I don't know. I just feel like it doesn't really, it's not necessary. The fun part of the whole Lego idea is that, you could play with the scale and things like that, in my opinion. Otherwise this could just be the regular characters in their setting. For me, it's just you're replacing the regular character with the Lego one, and I don't know. For me, it's just not enough.
but you're doing it creatively, I don't think it's that bad. I still think that it looks cool.
No,
And
but
I'm not
for
saying it's
example,
bad.
a
I'm just
second
saying for me personally, like I just don't understand the point of just replacing the characters with the Lego. It's because the competition is about Lego. I mean, that's like, it's not enough. That's what I mean. It's not enough for me.
yeah,
I
and me,
understand. It feels like they're using
Jason
the
is hard to
advantage of it.
please.
I don't want to sugarcoat it, you know?
I don't think you have to. Sabrina, you started to say something?
oh yeah, I just still don't understand in this scene the actions and the message. So yeah, I really like the overall look and the realism. Even if I agree with Jason, like yeah, they could be like a normal character and not huge Lego. But also, yeah, what are they doing exactly? So yeah.
Should we move forward, Fabio?
Yes. Sorry, I was trying to read some comments. Next, Dario. He's been a veteran now of our challenge.
You know, this is funny, right? Like,
Yeah,
this
I
is
don't
playing
think
the
so.
scale. I mean, that's like,
The story of it
Yeah.
is really cool. That's how, you know, that's a child's hand probably playing with his Legos, and that's how the Lego
Yeah.
characters experience it. The setting is really nice.
I love the detail, like the motion of the characters losing their hair out of fear.
Yes.
That's such a cool
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
and the guy with the mohawk, he doesn't care. He's like, this is
Yeah.
cool, man.
Right.
Finally, I told you we were in the Matrix.
Welcome the overlords.
The only thing I would have played a bit more, I think, on with this one is the depth of field. Like usually these images, as earlier Fabian pointed out, are with a very narrow lens, so
Yeah.
that you get a lot of depth of field effect, and that I think that helps with the scaling of it. That's how you understand that it's like a tiny world,
Yeah.
and I think on this image it will have added a lot to the whole composition if there was a bit of depth added.
Yeah, I agree.
A very cool story.
Guys, I'm gonna move forward, okay?
Yeah.
Next one, Dennis Brun. The only thing is that I have to say, I know that Dennis is very busy at the moment and he's in Vietnam and whatnot, but this is an old image that he submitted. Dennis,
Oh,
we're watching you. Still, it's
Yeah, he's watching us. He's gonna say something now.
still, I think it's
because I
a
wanted
cool
to say
image.
about this image that here the Legos don't seem to be placed. Like they seem to be, you know, that's what I felt when I looked at this image, that it was not done for the sake of using Legos or the sake of this challenge, but then there you go, it was not. But yeah, the composition and the story of it is really nice. I kind of like that.
Not my father.
And the whole message of it. Yeah. I mean, the setting of Legos protesting, but then if it was not done for this challenge, that's kind of cheating, I guess. So I don't know how much rule breaking is allowed, but for me, that kind of is not.
You know, I have
Part
to
of
tell you,
public
judges,
more.
you have to see it within your hearts.
Reach down deep.
Reach
You
down.
know it's true.
Go deep. Go down. Go down. Come on. Come on. Okay, guys, I'm gonna move forward. Francesco Loro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I really like this one, especially like you can look at it for multiple minutes and still always find new stuff going on. And I love the whole idea, like it's almost like Toy Story. So like the girl is sleeping and the Lego people are like living their lives, I guess. It's a really cool image, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite. This one.
Yeah.
The scale difference that Jason is looking for is working perfectly on this one. Like you look at it the first time and the Legos actually seem life-size at first glance, but then you look closer and you understand that no, it's just the trick of the camera. I really like the colors of it. It's really, really nice. Only thing bugs me very little, and I'm sorry about that, is that there's this lens flare or glare going on the ambulance car, and it's so much on the edge of the image that my eye always like goes there, and I think it gets a lot of attention. I would want to focus on other details that are more in the image, like the drawings on the wall, and I feel that that glare for me is just a bit of, diverting my attention.
Yeah.
But
I like
the colors of it is really nice.
I like this image. I'll just say I like the up in the shelf there, the like homage to Toy Story a little bit, with the Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
It looks really, really nice.
Guys, I'm gonna move forward. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Next one, Gregorio Flores Mendieta.
This one is funny. At first I was kind of like, what's going on? But then I like how they've just grabbed like the robot, the guys, robots or whatever, have like grabbed things from the desk to fight with, like the pencil and like a top from a Nivea can, and I don't know. It's just funny.
Yeah, that's a very nice detail and so realistic. It's really cool.
Yeah, the render is super well made. At the beginning, I thought that the laptop was real, like it was a photo montage. How do you say?
Yeah.
And I love the two commentators in the back, like almost reacting to the fight. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Any comments? Any feedback on it?
I like the colors, like blue and red is never wrong, I think.
Yeah,
so,
I'm a sucker for blue and red.
Yeah,
it makes it very dynamic.
It's very nice. Only thing that I could add to that maybe the background picture that has like this flashy colors of pink, and I don't know, that for me is just too much detail that actually doesn't add to the composition. I would have, like, if this image was posted with just a black background for me maybe, and no concrete and no poster on the wall, that would have felt a bit better, I think, to get more attention on our main characters fighting, because they seem to get a little lost. Like the red character in front of the screen, it's for me first glance, it almost blended into the screen and not part of the 3D scene. So that's one thing that could be a little bit improved. But with Nivea, for me, the Nivea cup sells it like that. That's just so realistic with a little glare on it.
We need that setting though, like to understand like the objects they have on their hand and everything. I think. But yeah, there's a little contrast issue, but
I mean the mug and the table setting and like the little notebook and pencil, those are, I think, they are necessary for the skill and they look good. I'm just only about the background posters and like the wall coloring, I guess. That throws me off a little.
Guys, I'm gonna move forward. There you go, Hector Diaz. Why did you choose this image, guys?
I absolutely love the idea of blending like Legos with real sized, real humans. I've never seen that done like this before, and it's so simple and it looks like I don't know, it has something very, very artistic for me. Like really, it could hang in an art gallery. I don't know why I think that, but I think it's a really, really original artwork.
Me, I found that the Lego part, I mean, yes, now that I know that is because of the Lego challenge, that's a Lego component, but I think it's, for example, he used just one kind of piece almost of Lego.
Yeah, true.
So there are not a lot of different Legos, just maybe a couple, 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. So I think it could have exploit a bit more the usage of Lego, different Lego pieces. This is the reason why I didn't choose this one, because it's just a little bit about Lego, I thought. But
I think that the image on its own looks really artistic, and I like that, but I think that has to do more with the photo. Like if it were not with Lego, it would work just the same, because I'm not looking at the Lego and I'm not looking at at the usage of the Lego, I'm looking at the story that there's this lady there, and I think that the photography, whoever captured it, has a very strong message. But
I think this is 3D.
felt that it
That's
has
right.
nothing.
Is it?
It's 3D.
I think it's
Really?
3D.
What?
That
Oh, well,
rock wall
then
is
I will have to-
photogrammetry for sure. You can see. I can at least for
Oh,
me.
on
I
the
can
rocks,
see-
on the rocks a little bit, maybe, yeah. But I would
Okay.
have recognized that.
I don't know if
Then
the
it's
person is
okay.
3D, but I think the background is, and the
It's really impressive then.
Yeah.
Maybe
For me,
Maybe-
it felt
maybe
like when I
let's
looked at
ask-
it that it was just replacing.
Maybe
Yeah,
let's
let's
ask
ask
Hector
the
if he's
artist.
watching to do a little bit of a workflow breakdown.
Yeah, I think he's watching,
to see,
as far as I know, yeah.
to see what was done.
I thought
how.
it was 3D. I don't know. Yeah, the person maybe not, but
I think it's a bit
No.
of photo machine, like a mix.
I thought that it was like matte painted or something.
just wrote-
but
it's full 3D.
It's full
That's
3D.
crazy.
wow, that's crazy.
That's
even
crazy.
even the garbage stuff on the
Yeah.
cartwheel that the lady
said-
is pushing.
He
That's
said full
3D.
3D, so yeah, I would say yes.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
wow.
Then I have to give a lot more credit to this image than I was.
I honestly also thought it was just the Lego pieces are 3D, honestly. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
The trash bag, I thought for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
Real. No way. Okay.
Okay, he
Right,
said all 3D except for the lady in the back. Hey, so you
Okay.
said full 3D, man.
Okay.
Not
but-
full
But
3D.
also the plans, honestly. The plans look really, really good too.
It looks very realistic. I think my point though still stands maybe that this image would be just as powerful without the Lego. It's not really
I
about the
agree. I
Lego
agree on that.
for me.
Yeah.
But he fulfilled the task. Anyway, guys, let's move forward.
I guess, yeah, let's move forward. But I would say my final thought on it would be like, for me, it would have been a little bit better like if it was almost like a Lilliputian scene where the cart was real, but then there were big Legos in the cart. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
like as if the person was, yeah, okay. Anyway,
Guys, this is a
sorry, Hector,
super
that's just my
fun
2
image.
cents.
I really like the clean look on this one and the lighting.
Yes.
It looks very minimal and clean. I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree on that. I think it's very clear what is happening. It has a very clear story to it, but somehow I don't like everything. There's too much white in it. I think like it's too monochromic for my taste at least. So that's why it didn't make it for me. But it's definitely well executed and a cool story to it.
It's really cool that the plants outside are also made of Lego. Like this is now a whole Lego world that I really like. What I'm not biggest fan of is that the same joke that you go to the meeting with your suit out but no pants on. That's a joke that I've seen very often lately, and I'm not sure if for me that's enough of a story on this image to have.
You guys
Yeah, but
make
a
me
Lego in underwear is pretty funny.
You guys make
A
me
tidy
feel
one.
like a monkey because I still laugh at this joke. I'm like,
Yeah, but this wouldn't be funny if he was wearing boxers. Like it's the tidy whities that do it.
Yeah.
To me, you know?
That's the only thing you see in the meeting. Like the top. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like
the white pants.
this is Lego Will Ferrell.
exactly.
Guys, I'm gonna move forward. Okay, this one is from Maria Vittoria Porro. She was also
This one
judge,
is so funny, yeah.
incredible
Yeah.
artist, and this is such a funny.
What's amazing to
That was
me is that she has built this. I don't know if she used what's the name of that
Mecha bricks.
thing, the Mecha bricks. I don't know if she used that to make this, but it's amazing. Like because it's not perfect, right? Like it's got like the weird feeling when you put them together and they're not quite
Yeah.
matching. Like it's amazing to me. Like how did she do this? Because it looks real. Like it looks like really somebody put together some Legos. It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's right. I also love the detail, like in the shower, that they probably had a shower together before, and now like it's
It's
still
wet
wet
on
and
the floor.
everything. It's such a cool detail, yeah.
The water in the shower is very
Yeah.
impressive.
And it's also Legos. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the idea behind this. Also,
Where did she get the sexy clothes for the Lego woman? I'm pretty sure that this is not sold.
No, maybe
Is
it's
the
like
guy trying to escape his wife, or what's the story though? That's the only thing that I'm kind of having a
husband's
hard
coming
time.
home.
Like,
yeah, and she was
The
cheating
woman is-
on
Honey, I'm
with
home.
Batman.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh, yeah, that's why he's running. Makes
And
sense.
even his like, it's like she tore apart another Batman character to make it like that's his clothes on the
yeah,
ground.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
so funny.
Oh, okay. That's really cool.
It's really funny.
At the beginning, like the guy who is entering downstairs, it's a guy or a man or a woman.
It's a
her,
man.
it's her
That's
husband.
the husband, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
husband.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't catch the story.
But the ghost, I don't.
I have an excuse. It's early morning here, okay? But now that I get the story, it's really, really funny.
Maria just wrote in the Maria just wrote in the chat that she made the texture for her bra in Photoshop herself. That's dope.
And then Matt
Yeah.
on the cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maria, please tell me what the ghost means. I don't quite get that part, but otherwise,
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Hmm.
Guys, I'm
Yeah.
gonna move forward because we still have a bunch of images to look at. This one is from Irma.
I think this one, honestly, I had like I could look at it for a long time and still not believe that it's not a photo taken inside of a model.
This is a
And
photo
what-
taken.
Wait, is it?
This is
It's
done
not
with
3D?
Lego, yeah.
Oh, okay. No,
No.
I honestly thought that it's all 3D. That's what made it so incredibly impressive for me, because even the dust on the table in the back, like that's what I. But if it's not 3D, then
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
oh wait, she actually made this, or she has this set, and she just took a picture of it.
She bought it and then she said, I'm gonna
Apparently,
make
yeah.
this for the challenge. And there were a couple of people that reached out and they said, can we use like real Lego and put them in a rendering? And so I was like, okay, you know, people can use also real Lego if they feel like it. And
But what? So what is 3D here? Anything?
nothing, only like we were on a break and
I thought it was a render for
Yeah,
sure.
me too. 'Cause
now
I was
How do
looking
you
at it
say-
for like 5 or 10 minutes, and I couldn't figure out a single
you can
like,
tell
mistake in
you can
rendering.
tell-
You know?
you can tell that this is not a rendering by the pubic hair right there.
How do you say disqualified in Italian?
Squalificata.
Qualificados.
Since we have so many Italians here.
Yeah.
No, Irma, it's funny, but I don't know. For me, yeah. I know we don't have any rules, but you know we get to make the rules while we're on air, so
Yeah.
that's a letdown for me. It's not 3D. Okay.
All right, let's move forward. Jaime Diaz Alvarez. I always try to pronounce the names in Spanish correctly, but I suck at it.
So I have to say, every time there's been a challenge, I always at the beginning I think I'm gonna do it this week. I'm gonna make something for the challenge this week just for fun. I never do it. I did a little bit on the first one, but my first idea was not like my composition would have been different, but this is exactly what I was gonna do. Somebody like somebody hunting, and they're hunting with a piece of Lego, and there's a big foot coming down. You know. So when I saw this, I was like, yeah, man, that's it. That's the idea. Great.
Yeah, I totally like the execution here. Especially that in the back, it's actually what they were planning. They're actually doing right now, and it seems to have worked. but on the other hand, I've seen this joke too
Yeah.
often.
Of course.
But it's still like I love that little. I don't. Is it a matchbox? What they're using as a plan or something? That has so much detail on it. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Even with the Pixel logo on it.
Guys, I'm gonna move
Yeah, it's really
forward. Is that okay?
Funny.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know if that's Jaime's leg, if that's his tattoo that he has or something.
He's watching, so we can ask him. Jaime. So, Barbara Fumarola.
I didn't quite get the story in this one, to be honest.
No, me neither.
I think it's cool to look at, but I don't see a story really.
She's
If this one's
watching.
3D,
Let's see.
if this one's 3D, it is probably the most realistic looking rendered
That's
thing
true,
of Legos though. I really enjoy this one, but yeah, I don't know what's happening. It's so bizarre. There's
I think
eyeballs
it
hanging from the
is.
ceiling, and
I think it is 3D because on that orange cylinder from that pipe you can see that like the
Yes.
polygons a little bit.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think it's 3D. Yeah.
Let's see if
Yeah.
I really
it's
love
like
the quiz level.
a movie reference or something.
Sorry. Yeah, what is amazing for me on this one is that it went all out. I mean, it just started crazy and then it finished crazy, and that for me is very impressive.
Yeah.
And I for some reason I'm not bothered by the fact that I absolutely don't understand it. I mean, there are flowers coming from the ceiling, spiders everywhere. There's seems to be a gunfight, and the guy has an axe as well. It's just it does not come together. But for me, I like the craziness of it, and I really like the color scheme of it.
Yeah, it looks
the
like
color.
a child has created it, like a child actually built everything. Because those builds are always a little crazy. That's true. Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna
Yeah.
move forward. Maybe we'll get some commentary from.
maybe Sabrina.
Barbara?
Sabrina, do you want to say something?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but no, just I really like the execution because the render is super well made. And now, yeah, if I see with another eye at a second look, I find it quite funny. It's actually very funny, like because many things makes no sense, like these eyes from this thing. Yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, it's funny. It's kind of funny.
All right. This one it's from Bernardo. I think it's Arroyo or Arrojo. Can somebody tell me? Because I want to learn the language, and I'm ashamed that as an Italian, I speak Spanish like an Italian tourist, just putting S at the end of an Italian word.
I really
Does it work?
No.
I really enjoyed this one. It was very close. I don't remember if I put it in the top 10 honestly, but it was very, very tough decision on this one because this is literally what I always make, like those in motion renders, and he nailed it. And the lighting and everything, it looks like the what is it? The images on the boxes that Lego sells. It looks exactly like that, and I love that.
Yeah, I also really like the composition and the size of it. Like it makes it very cinematic, and the lighting is great. I think this was definitely one of my favorite one.
I really, really like the colors of it. For me, it's just amazing that it's kind of like vibrant and saturated, but not too much. I don't know how they found that balance, but it's perfect. And I like how the eyebrows of the guy in the front are like, I'm really concentrated on this race. The story of it is really, really cool. Only thing that I would have maybe changed that I feel that this is the same story, that the scale of them, I cannot really tell if they are small like Lego or they are like blown up to real size. Because if I look at the cacti in the background, it almost feels like that it's trying to be real
Size.
Human size.
Yeah.
And I think it would, for me, if it was a macro world that you see like, I don't know, a tiny grain of sand as like large rocks, that would have worked a bit better for me. But overall, the whole atmosphere of the image and like the whole story of it and everything is just executed so perfectly. It's not the biggest idea I think ever to create a race of Legos. That's, as Fabian said, that's what Lego is advertising often. But the execution of it is just so amazing that it totally sold it for me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's funny because I think this one is more successful because it's still not 100% clear, like how far away that cactus is. Like maybe it's actually big, it's not as obvious as the others. But I agree, it's still like the gravel and stuff looks like a real size. That could be sand, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I find this one funny because it's almost like what the kid would think when he's playing. But instead of it being the real things, it's actually the Lego piece. I don't know. That's how I saw it when was really
There's
Yeah.
only one little small thing that I have to nitpick on this, and that is the left suspension of the wheel not reacting to the impact. That's the only one little thing
I
that's
don't think
a little
anyone would ever
that's
notice
really
that.
the only thing, honestly. Like that's really just to nitpick something, but that's the only thing.
It's really cool, and the blending of like the Lego house in the left side and the background is like so perfect. Like it's
Yeah, I
really
agree.
nice. And there's a
Very well
cameraman
made.
Oh yeah.
to have recording of the race. It's just very well
Yeah,
thought through.
the motion blur is also really good on these
Yeah.
objects.
Guys, allow me
It
to
gives a
move
very good
forward
sense of scale.
because we still have some images to have to go through. Sorry. What about this one, Martin Dimitrov? And let me just peep quickly to see. Okay, we're a little bit past halfway.
I think we're doing pretty good.
We have to speed up.
Yeah.
We need to speed up a little bit. We have 1 hour.
Go back real quick. Let me go back real quick. Jaime said that that's his girlfriend's leg with the tattoo.
Yeah.
And the one that was crazy that we're all trying to figure out if there was a reference or nothing, completely out of her mind. So that was like completely made up. She made up the whole thing. It's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah.
That's great. Okay.
Very cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Guys,
I
what
took
about
this
this one?
image because it's so simple and there's so much
Yeah.
emotion on it for me. I mean, I just cannot, like, the happiness level of the guy looking at us is just so impressive.
You see, in
I
the,
know, maybe it's not enough for a whole story, but for me, it's just amazing that the Lego face is so simple and so good.
in the Lego
Yeah, I
world,
agree.
the grass it's always greener.
Yeah.
Yeah, is this a specific character? Is there something about this character? I didn't quite understand if it was like something specific about the graphics on the character. Or do you guys know?
It's just I just know that these kind of faces are like the older Lego people. Like the newer ones have much more detailed faces on it, and this one is supposed to be an older one, I think.
I don't know about the clothing though. For me, it doesn't ring any bells.
Yeah.
I wanna
No, it looks like a man at work, like construction.
Yeah.
I wanna speculate that this was mainly an exercise about photorealism, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the grass is super realistic.
Yeah.
It's very well executed.
Great. Mm-mm.
Guys, I'm gonna move forward because we're really behind. What
Yeah.
about this one? Any Ghostbusters fan?
This one blew my mind also from a realistic point of view, and especially like those fingerprints on the sidewalk. Those are like that's a detail that I love about. Like I love fingerprints and stuff. So and also all the buildings in the background. Like I have most of them in my closet actually, and I love especially that fire department in the back. So I have a big heart for this image.
I was also very impressed by it. It's just the sheer amount of details that's visible on the image. It's so and it's so busy. I don't know if anyone knows, but the Richard Scarry books, The Busy City or something. That's the title of it. It reminded me of it from my childhood. That you could look at this image for a very long time and find little stories hidden in every window that's there, and that's so impressive. And for me, the color scheme of it was also super powerful. Yeah, it's really, really great. Only thing, again, that's my the Ghostbusters, like red glow that's floating. I don't know what that exactly is. I'm sorry, but if it were just a bit closer to the center of the image, I would be much more happier because I feel like that my eye is going to a point of the image that's like out of focus, and there's so many amazing details on this image that I would have probably composed that orange glow to float somewhere in a more powerful part of the.
Yeah, I agree on that.
I think
it's amazing.
It would have been a killer if instead of the glow there was the green Slimer.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that would have been great. Yeah. I don't know if that would have fit in color-wise though.
Probably not. Yeah.
Maybe, but it would.
My favorite is
that
in the window by the pool sign it says Ace Brickman, private detective. Brickman. Ace Brickman.
It looks really, really good.
Guys, allow me to move forward. We still have some images to look at. There you go. This one, I think this one, it works really well. It's so simple, but so funny.
Yeah.
This is really like the kid playing, right?
Yeah,
Like this was
yeah.
probably out of all of them, the one that's most like this is what the kid is thinking. You know, but he doesn't have the ships. He's only got these like bicycles. Like mixing and matching, you know.
They're still trying to destroy the Death Star, though. You see
Exactly.
in the background.
I like how they put
I
this.
think that's
like,
a bit
on
not
the-
coherent for me. Sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to say, like, I love the little detail of the Death Star in the back with the size in centimeters, like because it's actually really small. Like, I think that's.
Oh,
really
yeah,
good detail. Yeah.
And it also says volume on it. Like I don't like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's also like some kind of diagram of the I don't know, the like a scientific diagram. How much volume does it have?
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing that kind of bothers me about it that the rest of the image is just as Jason said for me. It's like a child's play. It's really cool, but then on the background, that detail and plan, that's more like an adult drawing and like sketching, and for me that does not match up perfectly. Like I would love it if there was like a kid's drawing of a plan of what we are going to do with the Death Star, but that's somewhere in between what we see.
Maybe the kid
not-
was playing with the father or the mom.
Maybe it is an adult.
Maybe it's an adult playing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, because you know there's like
My bad.
the boxes too, and you think like I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but like you're at home or something and you go find a box like that your parents still have in their closet somewhere, and you open and you're like, oh my god, you know, like you find all these toys like from when you were a kid, and you're like you start playing with them like instinctively, right?
Or they were moving out the house, and those are all like, you know, the boxes that you used to move. You know, like moving out the
Exactly.
house, that they found their old toys and now they started playing with it.
I would totally do it.
or maybe build a fort.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna move forward. This is such a fun image from Nancy Moreno. They're about to watch the Lego movies.
Yeah. On the iPad. It's very cool, this one.
Yeah, I agree.
I really loved it. The colors of it for me are just so perfect. I fell in love with this one. And for me, it was very powerful, the whole setting of it, and,
Yeah. And here you
and the
can
whole
really-
execution of it compositionally.
Yeah, and you can really feel the sense of scale because of the iPad and the elements on the background that makes me feel like a living room, a real scale room, and a whole set of Legos. It's amazing.
Yeah,
It's cool because the stand is also like for the iPad is also made out of Legos, like Lego pieces.
Yeah, one detail that I also liked is like that in the top row, that stormtrooper, like apparently the other stormtrooper is with him in the cinema, and he was grabbing the snacks and he just waves at him, look, I'm here, right? I like that storytelling there.
And the Emperor looks like he's telling him, "Don't even think about coming through here."
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, loved it.
I think she nailed the face of Palpatine. You know, it's.
Yeah. The guy, the stormtrooper in the front row, also has a hot dog or something. I mean, where do you get a hot dog?
Yeah, that's all that.
He has to put it through one of the
Someone
holes
has,
in
like,
the helmet.
Really funny.
It looks really cool.
Guys, can I move forward, please?
Yeah.
Paul Lupon. This was one of the first images posted inside of the community page.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Paul is such
really
a
like
creative
this one.
guy. I mean, that's such a powerful idea, don't you think?
Yeah,
That's
I
cool.
love the idea.
Yeah.
I agree. I love the composition. I love the whole story of like I don't even know if like the Lego guy is trying to warn the other Lego guy that hey, the kid is coming, we need to hide or something. Like for me that's how it feels. That he's trying to, save the Lego pieces from the kid who's like go ahead.
He's got like a bag. It looks like he's like maybe that's like a robbery or something, and they're getting caught.
Yeah, right.
It's funny.
Maybe. But it's really powerful to have like the lid of the box and use it like this. It's really nice.
Yeah. I agree.
Guys, I'm gonna
and also the depth of field is perfect here. Just wanted to say that. The depth of field here is perfect. Like it really shows the scale very well on this one. That's all.
It's really an image that works on so many levels.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna move forward because we're still a little bit behind. What about this image?
Perfectly what I felt like. This captures it very well. Like I love the storytelling in this one. It's very well made and very creative. Yeah.
Anyone
I
else?
love the colors of it. For me, it's a little bit sad.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, maybe because we talked so much about this quarantine period. So yeah, maybe it's a bit sad.
Is that an ashtray like next to him? What is that exactly?
It
Yeah,
looks like
what is that?
it looked like nuts or something. Like
Yeah,
coffee
more
beans
like
or
a
something.
like a snack or something.
Oh no, I meant like inside the bottle with him, inside the jar.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
inside the
one,
bottle.
the small one.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, no,
Oh, it's a
I think
donut.
it's a donut.
Oh, it
Yeah.
could be, yeah.
That's very familiar as well. A lot of eating. Quarantine time.
Guys, I'm
Basically,
gonna...
for a while, all you could do is go to the grocery store. What else are you gonna do? You're gonna eat. Seriously.
I'm gonna move forward. What about this image? From Stefano D'Arco.
It almost made me laugh because like I love the image, but I laugh how bored and annoyed the father looks. I don't know why. It looks like, can we please just, clean up? I love, right?
But like...
I don't know what the kid is pointing at.
For me, as an Italian, this image kind of like hits home because like as a kid that's what I was getting as a present. It was for Christmas we would get Legos, and then I would have to spend time with my mom or dad trying to build them, and my dad would get like, or even my mom, they would lose their patience so fast.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. What I love about this, it captures so well how excited the kid is and how annoyed the father is.
Actually, I was just zooming in and checking out this image. There's a lot more to the story than you see.
Really?
The
with
box
Stefano's work, it's
by the
always
kid
like
says
this.
to the box next to the kid says to dad. It's crossed out and it says Tommy. The box next to the in front of the guy on the ground is another label that says to Tommy crossed out dad. They switched presents. The dad is playing with the Legos and the kid got the hat. You see how it's too big for his head?
Wait, can you zoom into the kid really quickly?
Yes, yes.
That is crazy. Like I didn't even notice this.
Well done, Jason.
Yeah,
well done.
That's a cool idea.
That's crazy. Like
yeah, that's a cool storytelling too.
that's some deep.
I love that.
Because I was trying to figure out why is the kid like got a hat over his eyes and wandering around. Like what does this have to do with the story?
And I don't wanna go too far, but I think that this is actually Stefano on the floor.
That would be cool. That would be a cool detail.
That's also he's saying he's like he'd rather have the Legos than the hat.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, that makes so much sense. Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna go to the next image, okay?
Mhm.
Now, this one got quite a bit of attention on the Facebook page. Image from David Guardado. This is an amazing work.
Yeah, I agree.
Is it me or is it? It's supposed to be like kind of like Westworld or something, right?
Yeah,
Like,
sort
yeah.
of like
All right.
robots and
It's like
cowboys.
Western sci-fi. Yeah.
Or maybe Cowboys and Aliens? No, something like some mix-up like this. I don't know.
Yeah. The movie's
Cowboys and
Cowboys and
Dinosaurs.
Aliens, right? Not is it Cowboys and Aliens or Cowboys and
It
Robots?
was Cowboys and Aliens, yeah.
Yeah, but they did not have such characters in Cowboys and
No.
I think
No,
this
no.
is more like Westworld.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would think. Yeah.
But the sheriff is a robot.
Yeah, exactly. That's why like it's almost like his robot face has been peeled off. I don't know if you've seen the original Westworld movie, right? Like where his face is like.
Yeah, right.
I'm curious if who made this image? Sorry,
David Guardado.
David. If David is there, like if he can tell us if that's supposed to be Westworld or something else, but.
Yeah, it was
I'm not sure
inspired.
that there were dinosaurs in Westworld.
He says he
Or
said
maybe
I was
that's-
inspired by that, but I don't know what he's referring to. Something I said.
But like this is a robot cowboy, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like the movement on the image. Like it's very dynamic. I think it's very powerful. I would have loved if there were more dark colors on it to balance out all the like brightness of the sky and everything. But the whole dynamic movement of like the dinosaur and the and the guy that he's trying to eat is just amazing. That's very, very powerful.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah, he said he was inspired a little bit by Cowboys versus Aliens. Even though that's not really what was going on in that movie, but still.
Should I move forward with the next image?
Sure. And Stefano also said that was him on the ground with the Legos. So.
Oh.
That's such a cool detail.
Look at this image from Niccolo Brovelli.
I think this one has a super powerful message, and that is being how kids when they grow up, like how they switch from analog playing to digital consoles, and then just leave behind like all those like Legos and stuff. I think that's the story behind it. I think, and if so, I think it's a very, very good story and true story as well.
Yeah.
And they're crying like.
Yeah,
They're
they're
sad.
crying. Oh my god, this is so cute. Oh, it brings me back.
And it looks super real as well, I think.
You see, like even up here it says wish list, Lego, Batman, Lego Star Wars,
I didn't see that.
and then PlayStation.
PlayStation. Yeah.
And Robin Hood is, Robin Hood, I guess it is crying.
Yeah. Yeah, also Luke Skywalker is also crying though.
Yeah, he's like, his dad is consoling him.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Oh my god, I love, guys, I really love how much love and passion you put into the work that you do. This is to me freaking inspiring, I have to say. Like, seriously, well done to each one of you, because this work, it put a huge smile on my face, I have to say.
Yeah.
Guys, do you mind if I go to the next page? To the next image?
Yeah.
There we go. This is from Victor Hernandez.
I actually like also it feels like that we have spent a lot of time in this judging talking about like the stories and like what they're trying to show more than like all the technical stuff, which some of these are really technically amazing, but I really like that we're talking about that and I feel like some of the stories are really amazing, and I didn't even notice some of it before we started today. I started really looking closer while we're looking at them. It's amazing. Good job to everyone.
Yeah, very well done.
What about this image, guys?
I really love this one. I really love this one. Like I just love the simplicity of it. I think I'm also fan of the lighting, I guess, that
Yeah.
it just does it for me. What I didn't understand though is that if you zoom in or there's like the Statue of Liberty in the
Yeah.
background somehow. And for me that was a very hard thing to connect. It felt like just people throwing in things that were part of the previous challenges maybe. So that was kind of off for me. Also couldn't really tell if it's like trying to be walking on the moon or where this I don't know scenario is set. But I just still loved the details on the car and the lighting on the car is just so amazing that
Yeah.
that I went with it.
Yeah, I guess for me.
I think it's a little bit of a Planet of the Apes original vibe, you know, like the Statue of Liberty. It's like the future. It's like we're far into future or something, and this is like the remnant of the leftover past. You know, the Statue of Liberty is like a destroyed thing that's been laid on its side. The only thing I like the lighting as well. But the only thing that gets me is that the front wheels aren't touching the ground. I noticed this. Why? I don't know why I noticed this, but it's like
You
popped
know,
out.
Or maybe they're touching the top of the bumps, aren't they?
yeah, I
You
was
cannot
about to say
tell.
that. Yeah, I think they are touching, but they're just touching the top of the.
Yeah,
what do they
because
call
there
it?
is a
Bumps,
space in between the dots, so
Yeah.
but they are touching I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
also understand the
Okay.
Statue of Liberty.
You convinced me.
I didn't even notice the Statue of Liberty till now. Like it's so barely visible.
Yeah, but once you notice it, don't you question it? Like, why is
Yeah.
it there?
Exactly. Yeah.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I think it's like it really is like the idea of like a sci-fi idea of like far, far in the future, and everything's been destroyed. It's like apocalyptic, and it's like
Mhm.
Planet of the Apes in a way. The time, like
Yeah.
he thought he was,
Okay.
he thought he was going into space, but he was actually traveled. He somehow traveled through time, where he was, you know, came back to the Earth, but much, much later, you know, and he didn't realize it.
Maybe you can sell it to me.
Guys, I'm gonna
This
move
is
to the
going
next
I'm
image.
trying really hard.
I'm gonna move to the next image. This is again Mark with another entry. Tron Inspire.
Mark
Yeah.
has spent time with like the textures on his Lego stuff because it's like
Yeah.
scratchy and like got a lot of, you know, fingerprints and stuff on it. It's amazing.
I really respect how diverse his entries are. Like they're so different from each other.
Yeah.
They're like almost no elements are reused ever, and yeah.
But I've seen Mark posting things in previous, like for like before, like years ago, like a couple years ago. He's a fan of Lego stuff, and he's probably got a big head start on everyone for this because he's been playing around with Lego renderings and stuff for a long time. So
Oh, I see.
he's got a really good.
He actually
Workflow
paid me
already.
money for me to do the Lego challenge.
I think it's a powerful image. I kind of though have some concerns that maybe the colors are a bit too strong to work together. I don't know. And also like my favorite part on this image is the floor because it's like the reflection details are so nice and it's just so cool. And I kind of feel that that's missing the point of the image, I guess. Like you should not want to look at the floor all the time, but that's what I'm doing. I kind of wanna, you know, I kind of want to shift the camera down and just look at the reflection on its own, and maybe that's not, you know, where it was trying to go. I kind of feel that the characters, like the face of them or the helmet of them, could have gotten more highlight or attention to understand a bit better what's going on. And I also am not sure if I get what these big blocks of orange and white are. Maybe those are the lanes
Those
for
are
them.
the-
but
no.
I'm
Yeah, those are
not
the-
unsure.
It's like
The
Tron,
trails. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
and
trails.
it's the trails that you have to keep from running into that are coming out from behind the
Yep.
bike.
Yeah.
But yeah, the
Right.
reflection is amazing. Actually, now that you say it, I'm like looking at it. I'm gonna print this out big, Mark, and put it on my wall. Just the
And-
reflection.
I think that this is rendered in Blender.
Okay.
I want to
I
ask
would not
Mark.
be able to tell.
No, me either.
Guys, I'm gonna move. There is
I don't
one
know.
more image, and then we have to make the selection of our 10 best ones. This is Vittorio Bonapace. This is one image that was I think submitted for the Star Wars challenge, but done in Lego.
And it was someone else though.
Yes, of course.
Someone else they had the BB-8 behind the, wasn't it the BB-8 behind the?
Yeah, it was the Star Wars challenge, yeah. There's one thing that I like. I think the composition and everything is incredible. Like they got the exact feel of the movie down perfectly, I think. But one thing about the Legos that I love is the floor tiling.
Yeah, that's my favorite part
yes.
too.
The floor tiling is
It's
actually
awesome.
diagonal. It's diagonal on the plane under it, and that's how they actually make these type of floor tiling in real Legos. I love that he knows that. That's
You and Dorca seem to be floors connoisseurs.
oh yeah. Floors make half of the scene.
Isn't that the favorite? Like, this is the best detail on this image, like how the
Yes.
tiles, half of them are coming off, and you see the
Yeah.
pattern of how the Lego actually fits there.
Exactly,
just
I love that.
Very
Yeah.
impressive. I love it too. I love also the fish islands and the composition
Yeah.
and the colors and everything,
Yeah.
and the whole story. But it's my favorite because of the tiles. Okay.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Guys,
Yeah, this is actually pretty crazy. And I was looking because of this scene in the movie. One of the most important things in that scene is the cat, right? So I found the cat. It's over there on the right, hiding between two of the space suits, like at the bottom. So that's important for this scene. And I was hoping he had this in there. So it's in there. Good job, Vittorio.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
it's in
see that,
there.
Yeah.
and look at the Mac.
But even the flame on the weapon is cool because it's like also like a
Oh,
Lego
yeah, it's yeah.
piece
That's a
or
Lego
something,
flame.
like a special one. Very cool.
Guys, now it's
And
time
it's got
to
a Mac in
delete
it.
17 images. I am afraid we have to do that. Let me just minimize this, and actually I would like to go back to the non-sharing screen. There you go, so that we can see each other. And we need to get now rid of 17 items. The way we usually do
You guys-
this,
Sorry, you guys go ahead and start. Fabio explains them. I'll be right back, okay?
yes, the way we put your microphone on mute. Put your microphone on mute. No, now we're gonna hear him. We're gonna hear him screaming. And all right, the way we usually do this is that if we have two no's, the image doesn't qualify for the best 10. The idea is that for the best 10, we would like to have everybody agreeing on the image, right? Or at least 3 people out of 4. You are the judges. I'm here just to break in case there is some misunderstanding or whatnot. So we can start with the first image, and I'm going to ask you a very simple question. Do you think that this image can make the top 10?
I don't see your screen anymore. I don't know which image we're looking at.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
cool.
Okay, then let me share it again. I guess that we cannot escape that. And let's just keep the big image on the
This
screen.
one. Yeah.
Do you think this can make the top 10, yes or no?
For me, I gotta say no. I think it's a good image, but there are much better ones in this competition.
Don't be afraid, because we
I'm
need
going
to
to
do this
go
fast.
with no too.
For me, it's a
Sabrina?
no too.
Okay.
For me, it's a no too.
We
and
don't
every-
need to hear Jason's opinion. Next, the image from Abdullah. Do you guys think that this could make the top 10? And Jason is back.
This was difficult for me. I really like this one, but I also think not no.
This is not top 10 for me.
Me neither.
For
All
me
right.
neither. Even if I really like this one, but there are ones that I like more.
Yeah, I agree on that.
That's
yeah.
how it is.
I will preface also, since I wasn't here for the first one.
Mhm.
let me just
I will
put the
preface-
image on the side so that you can keep an eye
Yeah.
also on the
Oh yeah, that's
thumbnail.
great.
Yeah.
Good idea. Now, I just wanted to say, I'll preface it by saying that, to all the people who have entered and also the people who made the last 27, it's amazing work, all of them. It's nothing personal. I'm probably not going to say anything very specific about why I'm getting rid of it, so don't take it the wrong way, but we have to get it down to 10, and we don't want to take 5 hours to do it, so I just wanted to say again that you guys did amazing work.
Yeah.
Jason
Totally
had
agree.
received some death threats because of him deleting images.
I feel like sometimes people think I'm like a real asshole, like about it. Like, but I'm not being an asshole.
Well, I
like
have to say,
I like
Jason,
to be straightforward.
I know you in person, and there is reason to believe that you might be an asshole.
But see, you know
But
me.
not based on saying yes or no to the images, that's for sure.
Guys, what about this image? Do you think it can make the top 10?
I love the meaning behind it, especially the meaning that it has for the creator, but also I'm gonna say no.
Me, I like this one, so I think I'm gonna say yes.
Great.
I'm
Darka?
going to say no. I'm sorry. It's just a great idea, but as an image, as a composition, for me, it's not working perfectly.
I'll also say no.
Thank you, Ale, for participating. The next one, Christian Rivera. What do you guys say? Do you think it can qualify as a top 10? It's a very tough decision to make, guys. These images are amazing.
This one's tough for me. I'm a big fan of fog and the colors. This is so difficult. This one is. I must say yes for this one. I think for me this is top 10 too,
Because
just
of
because
the
of the
fog.
composition. Yeah, it's very well made.
Jaime says, I want to be flushed.
I say no. Flush it.
No.
I mean, let's flush you today. No, I would say no though for this one.
For me, no too, because there are many more that I prefer. But it's a good picture. It's very well made.
Good, then I don't have to say anything.
What a cop out, Dorka. No.
Such a
Dorka's
coward.
getting off easy.
But it's understandable. Okay, guys, I'm
I
going
don't want to be the bad guy. I already said no to all of them so far, so I don't want to say no again, okay?
Actually, we have said no to all of them, haven't we?
I'm going to delete
Yeah,
this
so
one.
far, yeah.
We're gonna have 0 images left after this, people.
Guys, what about this one from Dario Peanut?
For me, this is. I like the idea again, but for me, this is a no. I think one thing that breaks it to me is, for my taste, the hand is a little too small. It looks so far away. So
Yeah,
for
it
me,
could be a
it's
bit more dramatic.
Yeah.
I actually agree with you. Yeah, it's true.
I'm going to say no too. I love the story, but I think as an image it could have been executed just a bit better to make it top 10.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
exactly.
God. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I really like it. I'm really on the edge about it. But I think if I look at all the images that are here that we have, I can't put it in the top 10. I don't think. So that's the only.
Man, people are asking for the flushing. You know what? Let me tell you. Next week, I'm going to try and find a way to bring you the best flush ever. But for now, let's just keep it politically correct. No flushing at this time. Now I'm trying to actually change the system on Windows, that when you delete something, it doesn't do the
That's
paper noise, but
your
just
sound.
the flush, you know, like also for myself. Okay, so this one we're going to delete. Next one, Dennis Brun from Mellow Mesher. What do you guys think? And we still have to get rid of 12 items.
For me, this is a no. Just barely, but no.
For me, it's a no. Even if I like
Ooh.
but not to.
I love this one, but I don't like the fact that it was not made for this challenge. I kind of
Yeah.
think that one of the challenge is to try to think of something new for the sake of, just in this week period. And
Mhm.
it's already
that
gone.
doesn't
It's all right. It's all right. Flush.
This one's a
That's a
yes.
yes
This
for
one's a
me.
yes for me.
Yes,
Yes.
for me too.
All
For me.
right, we got one of the first 10 finalists. What about this one?
For me, it's a yes.
Yes, for me too.
I'm just looking through the other images. How many? We got to have 10 here. Let me see. Oh, it's on the edge. Yeah, I'm going to say yes.
All right, so we're keeping this. Dorka?
I would have said no.
All right, let's move forward. What about this one, guys?
I think
Even
it's
though I'm
amazing.
impressed with the 3D stuff, I
Yeah.
will say no.
I was going to say it's pretty amazing. It's 3D, but I also, I don't know. It's not. It's lacking a little bit for me in the story and stuff. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to say no. Also,
I agree. I agree with you, Jason. There.
No.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Hector, for participating. What about this one? Let's all talk
For
at
me,
once.
it's a no.
Oh. But the guy's wearing whitey tights.
That's a no for me.
Goodbye, Will. Goodbye.
I do like that this one was. I was really impressed by the ones that were all fully Lego. Like everything was Lego
Yeah.
in the scene. Like I felt like,
Even the clouds are Lego.
yeah. I come in always to these challenges with like some preconceived idea of what I'm gonna see, or what I would like to see, sort of what I would feel like, and that was kind of the thing. I would love to see full Lego like things that people built, but
Yeah.
I was surprised, of course, by some others which I thought were really great. But as a top image, I think also I said no.
Mhm.
All right, guys.
But I appreciate the effort.
I'm gonna delete this.
For me, it's a no.
We still have 9 items to delete. What about this one?
Yes.
100% yes. Yes.
The story is so strong on this one. Yes.
Mhm.
Sabrina, you said no?
I didn't say anything, but for me, it's a no because.
Okay, we keep
Yeah.
it for now.
Yeah.
What about this one?
I
DQ.
I was kind of
Disqualification.
sad that it's not 3D, so I'm gonna say no. But yeah,
Not to say that it wasn't challenging to put it together. She said she spent like
absolutely,
4 hours.
absolutely. Yeah. A mad respect for
together.
that.
And I
Absolutely.
said I told her she can win the Lego building competition.
Yeah, that's right.
For me,
Guys,
this would be a no, even if it were 3D. I kind of feel that doesn't add a story level that I would wish to see.
What are you
It's
talking
impressive
about?
recreation
They
of
were
them.
on a break!
I know, and I love Friends, and I just wish it had some extra twist on it, like something that personally added instead of a recreation of the movie or the series. That's why it's a no for me, not because it's photography. I think that photography would be fine if it had some extra to it that, as an artistic input.
Irma, thanks a lot for participating again, and thanks for the hair.
The iconic Rachel hair.
Jaime, what do you guys think about this image? Jaime wants to be flushed. He's asked like many times.
Like
Yeah.
I love the idea.
Yeah.
But for me, the execution wasn't quite right because I think that the scale, since the person's so far away, I would have liked to see the person be much larger, like in the scale to the Legos. But I do like the idea of the military kind of idea, like a battle or something. But I'm gonna have to say no as a top 10 image.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no too.
For me, it's a no too.
All right.
Fired up.
Jaime, I hope you're happy, my friend. What about this one? And Irma is writing
I think
violence on the in Italian on the chat.
I'm going to say yes to this one, just for the sake of the craziness level, that people should try to be this crazy sometimes.
yeah, I was about to say the same. Yeah, it's crazy enough to be good. I like it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we got 3 yeses on this.
I love this one. I love it. I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
great.
How many? 7 more items to delete. Okay, let's keep moving forward. What about this one, guys?
For me, it's a yes.
Yeah, for me too.
Me too.
Yes.
All right. What about this one, guys?
Mm,
I
say
love
no.
this one, but probably not the top 10.
yeah, I agree.
I love the
I
simplicity.
agree.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to delete it. Thank
Did
you
you
very
hear
much,
that,
Martin.
Martin? It's too easy.
What about this one?
For me, it's a yes. It's just
For me,
it's just too detailed not to be in the top 10.
Yes,
I
Yeah, Mark is
agree.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
keep it.
So we're keeping it. 6 items to delete, guys.
I must say no on this one.
I also
Me
say
too.
no.
for me, no.
All right, Marco, thank you very much for participating. What about this one from Nancy Moreno?
Yes.
Hell yes.
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 Everybody's saying yes. I heard
Yeah.
3 female yeses.
Yes.
Yes, 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 yes.
All right, I'm not
Yeah,
not
let's
even
keep
gonna
it.
ask Jason.
Let's keep it. I'm just gonna echo.
Paul Lupon.
I like the idea a lot. It's just one thing that throws me off is that the kid in the back looks so put in, like it doesn't look 3D, if you know what I mean. Like it's just a photo of a kid in the back, and it's too visible for me to be in the top 10. But I love the idea, really. But it's not a top 10 for me.
I think I would keep it in the top 10 for the idea, though I agree with the kid that somehow the lighting on the kid feels a bit off, and because of that, he feels very just put in. But I think for top 10, it's still in for me for the story of it.
How many more do we have to delete, Fabio?
We
Yeah,
have
exactly.
to get rid of 5 more.
It's gonna be
5
hard.
more.
We might have to
Okay.
go back again and check
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Somebody
I-
asked, what if we
I have to say
delete
that
the best ones in the beginning and then we leave the worst in the end? This is the reason why I leave the thumbnails.
Yeah.
Because people can always remember what they have seen and what they're looking at, and they can compare it in real time. This,
and we always do that. We try to do that. Yeah.
I
We try
think
to
that
look and
these-
say, look ahead.
this was the best method that we have used to kind of like see the best images, right?
We've always
Yeah.
done that. Like we've always said, while we're doing it, we say, okay, well, let's have a look at all the images so we can see, which ones we know we're going to say, people might say yes to or no to. But don't forget that just because I say yes to one, I see one down there that I say yes to, maybe other 3 people say no. So, I mean, it's not like, I don't think you won't always be in, if you look ahead a little bit, you won't end up with all like worst images at the end. I don't think that would happen. I don't think it has happened since we've been doing it. But on this image from Paul is amazing. He is always sending us so many images and everything. But I have to say, in this case, I love the idea, but I feel almost like it should be the kid opening the box and not the Lego, and that there's something happening only in the box. You know what I mean? Like that it's not like the Lego opening the box. But I love the idea. But for me, it's not in the top 10 this week.
I'm going to delete it, and I'm gonna move forward because we still have to go through the whole process of deciding the 5 best ones. What about this one, guys?
For me, it's a yes.
For me, it's a no.
It's a no for me too.
I would also
Jason?
say no. Sorry,
All
Fabian.
It's all right.
What about this image from Stefano?
Yes. Especially with the Switch present. I love that
it's
idea.
funny. I would have said no until I discovered this like Switch story thing, because the stories are great. I mean, like it's actually basically the whole image, right? For me, the story, because and it actually is it's a good one. So I would also say yes.
Guys?
I love the story, but I think the image quality for me is not making it to top 10. It just does feel so CG with the Christmas tree and everything.
So we're getting rid of this.
So Stefano, though, please, you've got a great advantage here, because your Christmas card that you put up, on Facebook and stuff next year, happy holidays or whatever, you're done already. It's beautiful. You're already gonna be done.
That's right. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Yeah. All right, guys, we need to delete 2 more items. So choose wisely.
I'm gonna say yes for this.
Only 2, Fabio.
Yes.
Yes, 2.
12.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
1,
must
2,
have
3,
missed.
4, 5, 6,
Oh, yeah,
12.
here,
Yes.
No, you're right. I missed a couple. I missed 2. Okay, got it. Interesting. Yeah, that's gotta
I would say yes to this one.
Jason?
Oh, it's a tough choice. I know which ones I would say. Like, I'm looking and trying to figure out which ones I would say no to.
I think,
like of the last 5.
First of all, we cannot have 2 images in the top 10 from the same artist. And so...
Okay, so let's decide between those 2. I would say the Ghostbuster one is the better one myself.
Yeah.
From Mark.
Because it would be between this one and the Ghostbuster one. And so probably we can get rid of this.
See, there are rules. There are rules.
There are rules, yeah, you see?
That we make up whenever we feel like it's necessary.
Yes. And so now we only have to
delete one more.
We have to delete only 1 image. And I think, looking at the thumbnail, I see the image that I think should be deleted. But I don't want to say it, so let me just go through...
Can we go through
which
them?
one, and then we all can see if that's the one? I would say it's the one with the truck, the car.
Yeah, I would say so too.
Character in front.
Yeah, I agree.
So then we're done, right?
It's
And
not
so-
at the level of the other.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And so it would be this one.
So for whoever was asking about, Eckhart was asking about that. See, we got the best ones. We made sure to check.
We
ahead.
got 10 images. Now, this is going to be fun. Let me copy this. Go back and make a folder with written best 5. Now, we need to, each one of us, choose 1 image that we think it's not going to make it into the top 5.
Okay.
Let me go through them again. You can still see my screen, right? I'm sharing it with you.
Yes. Yeah.
There is somebody, Rohan Ksart, that said that was not aware of the challenge.
I just told him.
Yes.
I just wrote it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to click
I'll tell him. I'm in contact with him a lot. I can tell him.
Okay.
The next one,
I'm announcing a next challenge tomorrow, and I hope that Jason can be there because it's about Jason.
Okay, what time? Do you want me to?
We'll have to see,
Settle
because
aside.
tomorrow they come to pick up my stuff, and so I won't have a computer anymore, and so I don't know. We'll have to see. But anyway, let me go through all the images so that you guys can have an idea of what it's left. It takes a minute for them to update. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they're uploading to Dropbox as well. Okay, let me go back to that one a little bit later.
I think we got the. I mean, honestly, for me, we really got the top 10 that we had. You know, of the
I think
images
so
that
too.
we
I
had
agree.
here.
Yeah.
I think so too. I agree.
I really think that we hit it properly.
So guys, now we have the job of choosing what we think are the images that cannot make the top 5, and each one of us has only one pick.
Okay.
So can you see the thumbnails?
Yeah.
Okay, are they big enough for you to sort of like
Yeah.
make a decision?
Can you enlarge them just a bit?
That's the
But
top,
no,
the most I can go.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
I mean, we can look at them again if you want.
Yeah.
We can.
No,
go through-
I
Oh,
think
so it
I'm
doesn't,
good.
doesn't work, Fabio, or what?
No, it's they cannot get bigger than this. I don't know why.
No, I mean, can we go maybe one by
Yeah,
one
sure,
through them?
sure, sure. There you go.
The concentration of this group is amazing.
Yeah, they care.
Yeah.
Super concentrated.
I cannot go through them very fast because otherwise they don't update.
All right.
Then they don't update on the
It's
screen.
more of a sad silence because we have to pick one now.
Yeah, this is a really tough one now, because somebody's gonna delete the image that somebody else would have as number one, probably.
Yeah, it's gonna happen for
Probably,
sure.
Yeah.
It happens every time. But you know, if one person is really that strong about it, I guess it makes
So
sense.
who wants to go
I'm-
first?
I'm very indecisive between two. So I can you guys go first? Because I don't know between. Like I'll see then. But
Okay, then let's
I
go
think
first.
I know.
Who said that?
Is it okay if I go first?
Go.
Yeah,
go.
you go. You go.
yeah.
First is the best position. So,
Yeah.
Well, not really, because now all of you will hate me for deleting one that you love. If you go last, that does not happen.
oh no, but
Maybe.
it's even worse because there's less images to choose from, and you have to
Okay, makes sense.
get better and better,
Well-
right?
Come on, kids, let's do this.
Okay, I'm going to go with the third image from Maria. I love the story of that one, but if you look at it in a small thumbnail, people don't hate me. Please. Look at it in a small thumbnail, the
Friendship is
composition
over.
itself- I'm so okay. No, like I'm going to get death threat letters too. I'm sorry.
Dorka, I swear to God, where are you? I'm gonna unfriend you right now.
No! I'm so sorry. I'm strictly speaking of like a composition and like color. Like if you look at it in a small thumbnail, you only look at the ghost, and that's
Hey,
totally
listen.
not the story there.
This
That's
is your
actually true.
decision. This is your decision.
Dorka, I would have said the same.
Wow,
No,
so not everyone will hate me. I'm really. I mean,
just,
it's an amazing idea.
That was mine too. Like I would have said that one. I don't know. I'm so
Sabrina,
sorry.
then do you wanna go next?
You guys don't feel bad about it. This is what we have to do. Okay, so you don't have to like make us feel better. Maybe the person who is watching who made the image, you may have to make them feel better, but you do not have to make us feel better. My opinion.
Sorry, Katarina. I made Katarina deaf by screaming.
I think 1 week we had what when Thomas Dubois was the judge, somebody deleted like the image he would have picked as number one. So I mean, he was like, "What? No."
That happened to me with the Star Wars one too. Do you remember that?
Exactly.
That one, yeah.
All right, guys, let's move forward. Sabrina, you go next.
So for me, the second one will be the number 7, the new sheriff.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one.
Yeah. Sorry again for the artist. It's an amazing. Yeah. But there are others that I prefer. Yeah, that's the thing.
David, thanks a lot for participating, man. It's a tough life, man. All right.
Yeah, but I think Sabrina said it right. You're picking the one from what is left that is for you the weakest one. So
Yeah.
it's fair. Totally fair. So
Fabian, you're a
So
guest. You go next.
I'm still. I still don't know if it's either Vittorio. What is it? The alien one?
Vittorio
Dude.
Bonapace.
Or. I'm sorry.
I'll
Or-
kill you if you do that. No, I won't. But look at the
or
four
my
tiles
looking-
again. Look at the
No
tiles
pressure or
coming there.
anything.
No, wait. Or the other one would be the one by Francesco Loro. I really don't. I think I'm gonna have to go with Francesco Loro.
No.
I'm sorry.
Francesco.
I'm sorry.
How can you do that? You picked 2 images that would have made my top 5 easily.
I'm
Francesco.
sorry.
Sorry.
Again, Francesco.
You have
It's
to
an
go
amazing,
so that we
amazing
can
image,
make
but-
Dorka hurt.
It was her. I love the color scheme of that one. It was just
For me, it's just too much going
Hey,
on for my.
Hold on,
for
guys.
me.
Can you hear me?
Sorry.
Fabio,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yes.
I just lost my headphones or something. I can't hear anything. Hold on just a second.
Francesco just wrote right this
You
second
guys
that he's
talk,
happy that
but
his image
I
is
don't know
still
what
there.
happened.
Dushan is inviting me to be in his death metal
Okay,
band.
I got it. I got it back.
Yes, Dushan, we can do that. But I'm a little bit more into Napolitan neo-melodico music.
Fabio, did you read Francesco's comment? He just
No.
said right now that he's happy that his image is still in there and now it's gone. I'm so
It's
sorry.
part of it, and he just got here.
Yeah.
You showed up right at the perfect time.
Uh,
I
No, I
hope,
feel bad.
Francesco, that your son didn't wake up because of me screaming.
Oh,
Just in time to be eliminated.
but these are really strong images. Now I got to pick one of these. Jeez.
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. My connection. Oh, it's bad. Oh, what's happening? I can't. It's something.
Oh, so Jason said that he
Oh, okay,
wants
okay.
to delete Toy Stories.
I want to delete Toy Story. What? All right. Yeah, we just got to do this, don't we? Just
Come on,
taking off a
Pansy.
Band-Aid.
Oh, this is very difficult now.
I know.
Very difficult. Fabio's gonna have a tough choice.
I
here.
know. I am the hero of the show because I'm the one that picks.
You have
The-
to take the hardest one.
Yes,
Number
yes.
6 out. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I have to say that I respect very highly Mark's ability to create these Lego things that he creates, but for me, I think all of the others are at this point. I would put them higher than Mark's image. So I'm gonna have to say Mark's Ghostbuster image would be the one for me.
No fucking way.
I'm basing on what we got here.
No fucking way, Jason Oira. Okay. All right.
Mark,
trying
don't
to
kill
keep
me,
it cool.
please.
I'm trying to keep it cool. Mark, sorry. I think that Jason has his man period, and that's why he picked this one.
Mark has placed in the top 3 before, so
Yeah.
I don't feel too bad.
I haven't seen him on the show today, or he didn't make any comment
don't-
or anything. But
don't
anyway,
think so, yeah.
dude, I'm sorry. I'm disappointed at you, Jason. Like, it's alright. It's alright. So, 6 items left, and I am the one that has to pick. Great. Fuck me.
somebody's gonna hate you in this group right here of us. You know, somebody.
Let me just look at them quickly.
This is interesting. Usually you have it and you make a little joke about who you're going to delete. You're like, you already know. But this time you're not sure, huh?
Okay, I think I have it. Niccolo Provelli, I'm sorry.
No. This would have been my
You
winner.
Stay.
No.
See, I told you guys. I warned you.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to delete Bernardo Arroyo because I think that the idea, although it's executed fantastically, it's a little bit simple for a Lego challenge because that's what you would expect. I don't know, maybe it's just me. And so, Bernardo, sorry, you're going to hate me. Thanks a lot for participating. And now we have our
It was the most
top 5.
action-packed image. Full of action.
Well.
Yeah.
Now, this one is also action and a lot of
I'm just
drama as well.
Yeah, no, I'm just complimenting him though because I was really impressed with the motion blur and everything. It looked really like in movement the whole thing. So
It's true. It was a
Yeah.
great image. But that's the thing, you know, like you cannot be objective about this, you know. There is no way that you can be objective about this.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Now it's the tough spot where you have to give your 5 to 1 sort of like what do you call
let
it?
me make my chart here.
Yeah, chart.
Yeah, let's do this. My pen doesn't work.
Oh, we're having technical problems. Let me go back to... Oh, well. Let's leave it like this for now.
Okay, who wants to go first?
I have a favorite one.
You can
I
start in order. So you see the images from the left. You can say, you know, I want the... if you read them from the left to the right, you can say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You know what I mean?
3.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
No. So, say, look at how they're listed on the screen, and give your ranking of them from number 1 being the best to number 5 being the least.
Yeah.
The worst.
Okay, so 3, 3, 5, 2, 1, 4.
You
Okay.
just changed your mind. You said that the number 3 was your first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, the first one, the number 3.
So,
I
okay, I get it. No, I get it. You're right. Got it.
first one is the number 3. Then the second. Oh, I started from the first, the one that I prefer, and then
No. Start
No.
at the as you see them on the screen right now. The first image, what number is that for you? Is that number 5, number 3, number 1? You know what I mean? The first image, is it your first place or is it your 5th place?
Can we do it that Fabio, you enlarge the first image and everyone says that where is it on their rank? Maybe that's easier
No,
to
we
follow.
need to do it
It's
each
easier.
person.
It's easier if you can see them in a row because then I can tell.
Okay.
I know I can say it's 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, whatever.
Yeah,
So
okay.
okay,
No, I got it.
I just say the order from the first place to the 5th place.
No.
You say in the order of the images which place they are. Like you would look at the first image, which is from Greg Flores,
Flores.
and you would say that's my number 1 image, or that's my second image.
Exactly.
And then you go to the next one, which is the Barbara one, the orange crazy one. You say which place that is for you. So you go in
Jason.
the order of the images.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So the Greg Florence was my 3rd.
okay.
Lego Challenge. Barbara Fumarola was my 2nd. Nancy Moreno 1st. Toy Story is 5, Vittorio Bonapace 4.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Perfect. Now we got it. Dorka, are you ready? Fabian, who wants to
Yeah.
go?
Yeah,
I'm
go for it,
ready.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I would say 5, 4, 1, 3, 2.
Interesting.
Yeah.
This is
that's
interesting.
really like.
That's like not my number one, but okay.
For me, it's 5, 3, then 2, 1, and 4.
Okay. Let me have a look real quick because I was trying to pay attention to what you guys were saying. Fabio, do you know yet? So wait, you got to check. We're gonna do you as a tiebreaker, right?
Yes. Only as a
So-
tiebreaker. And I can tell you it's tough, man. It's really tough.
Hold on, I'm getting there. I'm writing it down.
Say
Oh,
it
this
so
is-
that
it's
people
hard
can
though, yeah.
hear.
Huh?
Say when you got them, say it out loud so people can hear it.
Yeah, I will. I'm just trying to write them down in order. The order, then I will recite it. Okay, for me, it's in this order: number 4, number 2, number 3, number 5, number 1.
Okay. That's so different from
So-
one another.
I know, really. Let me add this up real quick. Fabio, you have some Jeopardy
Oh,
music?
there's going to be a tiebreaker, I think.
Wait.
Probably,
let me
yeah.
put some Jeopardy music. I'm looking for it.
Actually, we're doing pretty good separated here. Yeah, I don't know, Fabio. We have a tie, so we can either it's second and third place at the moment. So
Second and third.
I don't know if you. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Then
we can.
Second and third. So you need me to give you all of my positions.
Well, we've done it before, Fabio. Like I don't want to say what it is. People could probably add it up
Yeah.
themselves, but we've done it before where second and third were tied, and we left it like that.
Well, but the thing is that
We
now
don't-
we have different prizes, and so we need to know who's third and.
Okay.
And
So then
second and
give
third.
me your numbers. Let's do this. All of them.
Oh man, this is going to like change everything.
It does, yeah, it will, but that's okay. That's okay. That's what it's that's how we're doing this.
Okay, so it's
Those are the not rules, right?
it's
No rules.
Oh shit, man, this is freaking hard.
Yep.
Okay, so it's 4th, 5th, 2nd, 3rd, and 1st.
Okay. So let
Oh
me add this
man.
up.
Oh man, one day people will come at the D2 simply to punch me in the face. Be like, you remember? I was 2nd and then you bumped me to 4th position. I hate you, Fabio.
But it's actually good because
No,
I
it
think you
was
only
perfect,
changed
Fabio.
the order of the
You
second and the
changed the-
third. So it's really
You changed the second and third only. It's perfect. You did it. Exactly what
yeah,
we need.
it's really cool.
Yeah!
Okay, so this is it. Let's read these babies out. 5th place today is going to be the first image from
Gregorio Flores.
Gregorio. Yeah, congrats, man.
Congrats, dude.
4th place is going to be the 4th image here, Toy Stories. 3rd place goes to the 2nd image from Barbara.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
In 2nd place will go to Vittorio for his alien escape recreation. And of course, 1st place then it goes to Nancy
Nancy
for
Moreno,
her
she
Star
wins.
Wars movie night.
Yeah.
That's
So
amazing.
Imperial movie night.
That's amazing. Congratulations, guys. So let me
Congrats.
just rename all of this so that I know what we're looking at. So this one, it's the 5th, right?
Yes. Yes.
And then we got 3rd,
Yes.
and then we got 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, Nancy, congratulations, because she's participated to a lot of these competitions, and finally she gets to win, and I'm going to interview her so that we can have a chat about her work. And then Vittorio is 2nd, right?
Yes.
Well, there you got it, guys. Nancy, congratulations for winning. Vittorio, 2nd place. Barbara, 3rd place. Nicolo, 4th place. And then Gregorio Flores Mendieta, 5th place. Congratulations, everybody. This was a lot of fun. We went about 10 minutes over the usual time. Let me go back to my view with my judges so that we can focus just on the judges. Judges, what do you think? How was this judging experience? Was it stressful? Did you did you enjoy yourself?
I think getting it down to the top 10 was very unified and much easier than I would have expected. Like we were very in agreement about everything. Top 5, that's a different story. I think that there were some images that really my heart broke when they got flushed. But I feel strongly that the winner totally deserved it, and I am impressed by the images and all the little stories that people created. So
yes, I
Yeah,
agree.
to everyone.
Yeah.
And Sabrina,
Yeah, it was amazing.
how was your experience for the first time on this channel talking about art and being a judge?
It was very funny, and I found actually a bit more difficult than expect to judge, especially to choose the first 10, the top 10, because the level was super high and I didn't expect such a good quality renders. They were
Yes.
really, really good. So great first experience for me.
And actually, Sabrina is a very talented artist. I would like to invite her one of these days for an interview on my channel because she's incredible. Fabian, thanks a lot for being here. You are an incredible artist, posting a lot of work at a very high
you.
volume of work. You go by the name
Thank
of
you.
the Dizzy Viper. You're almost like a legend in the Cinema for the Octane community, and so I'm very happy that you have taken the time to be a judge for this competition. Dorka, you had to wake up very early. You barely had a coffee.
Yeah, I had to.
But
Yeah, my breakfast is still sitting at the side of my laptop. I had no time to eat it,
oh my god,
but it was worth it.
I feel so sorry. But anyway,
Fabian, I have to say also, I really loved your recent daily image with Mike's face.
With Mike,
It was
yeah.
like with people, yeah. But it was like the Teletubbies' son. you know?
Yeah, that
Like-
was the idea behind it. He
The mic-
loved it too. He loved it too. He actually,
Yeah.
through that image, he finally started following me on Instagram too. It was like, yesterday I was like, yes.
That's great.
which image was it? I haven't seen it.
It was yesterday. No, it was 2 days ago. Like when Mike.
What was it? His
Mike's
birthday or
birth-
something?
It was his birthday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike Beeple.
There's a picture of him at the end of like
Yeah.
of a city street, but it's like all blown out, like the sun, the baby face, and the Teletubbies
Yeah.
sun. You know.
But anyway, guys, you're asking about the challenge. You have to tune in tomorrow. If you are subscribed to this channel, you're going to get a notification when I go live. Hopefully, it will be with Jason around 6 in the afternoon my time, so 4 o'clock London time.
So yeah.
Uh,
Also join the D2 community group because
Yes.
that's where people are posting their images beforehand. You can find that. Just look up D2 community and it'll pop up.
And I've also put a link in the chat. You should find it. Maybe I'll add one to the description of the video. Guys, I want to thank you. Thank you so much, Jason, again, for co-hosting this competition. I had a lot of fun. We laughed. We cried. We yelled. Well, I yelled. I'm always yelling. I want to thank everyone from home for watching. Please hit the like button because, of course, it helps the channel. And yeah, nothing. I'm sorry that I'm not that present lately on social media, and that's because I'm moving house. So I have to unbuild my entire studio, and we have to ship it to another country, basically. But probably with next week, I'm going to take a little break because I want to have my computer, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do some of these challenges. But we will be back. We still have to work on the D2 conference online, which is this event that we have created for free for everybody. And so you can join and you can enjoy some of the talks that we're going to put live for you guys. Jason, am I forgetting something?
So, no, is the next challenge going to be more than a week then? Because you're going to have to move and everything?
No, it's going to be a week. I have the feeling that it's going to be a fast challenge, especially for those who have already watched many of our videos, but I'm going to explain it tomorrow.
Okay.
It's going to be an easy
I already
one.
think I know. I think I know. We haven't even talked about it. I think I know what the challenge. Yeah. Okay.
But I'm not gonna tell you. And
Yeah,
I don't know if it might be a little bit silly. I don't know. But I have good hopes, and I think it's, the bottom line of doing these challenges is to have fun, and
Yeah.
and that's it. I don't give many rules because I want people to make up their own rules. If they make sense to me, then it's one way for us to have fun and to talk about art and have a show where we spend a couple of hours with people that we like, looking at work that we like. And, it's at the base, there is always this sense of community that pushes us to make this stuff and to make it fun for those who are watching and for those who like to watch us doing our charades. But anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I do not want to keep you any longer. I'm going to stop the stream so that I can say goodbye to the judges. Thanks again, everybody who was watching from home. See you guys tomorrow. Good night.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye bye.
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 Bye.